So the injury there to the Ballylanders full back, Liam Martin, not as bad as we first expected. Micheál Reedy, will he try wind into his face? He played up shot. It's a good intelligent ball from Reedy. Can Ray Lynch make it? Great play from Lynch, twisting and turning. Shot from Lynch, it's high and it's over the bar. Good intelligent ball from Micheál Reedy, John. And is that Ray Lynch's first score from play?
Yes, I was just going to say that Micheál wouldn't have that distance, and a great score from Ray Lynch. Ray has been waiting for that score for a good while.
Yes, Johnny's done a lot of work in that corner forward position, playing two inside in the full forward line. Derry McCarthy and Ray Lynch taking it in turns to go in there, and then Garrett Noonan in there as well. And Gary Egan still acting as sweep in front of that full back line. On Barry's been switched over to the far side of the field now to mark Jimmy Barry Murphy. The two half back lines are chopping and changing as Drumcolor Broadford are on the attack now with Shawnee Buckley. Shawnee Buckley with the shot. Shawnee Buckley with the... Oh, unlucky Shawnee. Tail into the left and gone wide. Still 2 points between the teams. About 2.5-3 minutes to go to the half-time interval. Jason Stokes being closely marked down there by the number 9 for Ballylanders, Willie Kelly. So the two loose men on the team, one for Ballylanders is Mike O'Brien having a free run, and Gary Egan for Drumcolor Broadford. So it seems like they're counteracting each other at the moment. Donnelly over the far side of the field, back towards Micheál Reedy. Reedy back in towards Stokes. Stokes, big, strong, towering man. He's truly brought to the floor. He's fouled by Fox, and it's going to be a free. And it looks like that Tom Fox could be going into the referees now, but no, it's Mike O'Brien who brought down Jason Stokes. And what a score this would be from Micheál Reedy coming up to half time, just to put 1 point between the teams and the win to assist them in the second half. Now Cammy Hall put his first free between the posts here in Park Naguel this afternoon. He scored 2 points from play already. Micheál stepping up, shot from Micheál. This one is going to the left, but it's gone high and it's gone over the bar. That'll do the free takers no harm for his confidence at all, John, and that could be a good omen for Drom Broadford.
Yes, there about 2 minutes ago we would have been going in at 3 points down. Now we would probably be going in at a point down. There's still a minute or two maybe left. That half-hour line really impressing me, and it's a great game of football.
Yes, it is, John. Definitely a good game of football. Better than last year's county final. And Donnelly goes up, but it's well fisted there by Johnny Murphy up there now towards Jimmy Barry Murphy. Tommy Stack is there for Drumcolor Broadford. Or it was Owen Barry, sorry. Drumcolor Broadford now on the attack over the far side of the field. Derry McCarthy for Drumcolor Broadford up there now towards Ray Lynch. His work rate is absolutely fantastic. He's been out to every ball. I don't think he's been beaten to one ball hardly yet. Lynch, he'll fist it back there now towards the scoring chief, Micheál Reedy, but not this time. Brilliantly blocked down by the Ballylanders defence, but well won back again by Ray Lynch. And if Micheál Reedy is playing well for Ray Lynch, if Micheál Reedy is playing well for Drom Broadford, so too is Ray Lynch. There's some fantastic performances over there. Now let's hope that Johnny Murphy doesn't reach this ball. Out comes the Tigerish Mikey Clancy. Great play from Clancy. We haven't seen much of Clancy, but that's a fantastic run from Mikey up towards Shawnee Buckley. Good play from Shawnee Buckley, is it? He look inside for Garrett Noonan, twisting and turning. Shawnee needs to release the ball faster. Back there now towards Mikey Clancy, the corner back. Great play to find the captain, McLaughlin. Can McLaughlin score? A shot from McLaughlin, and it's tailing into the hands of Declan O'Connor. I'm sure if Tom had the wind at his back, that could have sailed between the posts. But still, there's 1 point between the teams. Ballylanders with Stephen Walsh being closely attended to there now and pulled back there by Shawnee Buckley. The ball in towards the centre of the field, but there's the man from Knocktush, Niall Conway. The engineer works in Cavanagh and Charleville. Micheál Reedy taught the hand. He'll walk the ball in closely into the full forward line, but good play back there by Ballylanders, and the ball being brought out of defence there by Mike O'Brien. He finds Tom Fox. Back to O'Brien once again. O'Brien will find Willie Kelly in the centre of the field. Kelly looking inside for Kieran O'Callaghan. Back to O'Brien again, looking for the runs inside from the forwards. The runs aren't coming through because they're well marshalled by the Drumcolor Broadford. But back there now towards the centre forward, Stephen Fox, and that's a fantastic score from Stephen Fox. Just what Drumcolor Broadford didn't need. 2 points between the teams, John, and we're coming up to half time.
Yeah, that was one unfortunate point again, because there was a pass there from Micheál Reedy, and Derry McCarthy, which was going for Ray Lynch, but Derry kind of half intercepted it, and Ballylanders came away with it. Just coming up to half time, it was very hurtful, that score.
Great credit due to both teams. Not a dirty stroke in the game so far. Two fantastic footballing teams. We just had that. Is it 1 minute injury time left in the first half? Great play for Drumcollar Broadford, and they're on the attack yet again. Ball inside now towards Micheál Reedy. Can Micheál Reedy get that point back? He's fouled, he's upended, the throat's nearly taken off him, and it's going to be a free to Drumcollar Broadford. Maybe with the wind against him, is it a bit too far for Micheál? Let's hope he can put this straight between the posts and put just a point between the teams. This is probably could be the last kick of the game. A good play from Micheál Reedy to find Donnelly. Donnelly fumbles at the first attempt but picks it up in the second attempt. Back now towards Micheál Reedy. Over there now is Shawnee Buckley for Drumcollar Broadford. Great play from Shawnee. Can he twist? He turns. A shot from Buckley. It's beautiful. It's twisting, it's turning, and it's inside the left hand post. A great score for Drumcollar Broadford, John, to bring 1 point between the teams.
Yes, still a real hard way of going about it, but with a brilliant score from Shawnee Buckley. But Micheál should have taken that free himself, but his confidence probably gone from frees. And there goes the half-time whistle with the score 1-6 to 8 points.
Yes, John, a fantastic first half from both sets of players. A bad mistake in the Drumcollar Broadford defence led to that goal, and it could be a lot closer. Let's hope that goal will not turn out to be the turning point of the game, and let's hope Drumcollar Broadford don't lose by a goal. But there's been some fantastic performances out there under tricky conditions, wind blowing from left to right, and we'll go for the half-time cup of tea, John, and we look forward to an intriguing second half.
Yes, certainly, Mike. It has been a delightful game of football. Our two inside men are playing well, and I'm all the time preaching about our half-hour line. Shawnee Buckley, Micheál Reedy and Derry McCarthy have played brilliantly. Centre field holding their own, and the half-back line and full-back line. I was delighted on the last 3 minutes to see Mikey Tansey coming out of his shell and tearing down the field to get him going for the second half. And I've no doubt it will be a lot easier to play with that breeze in the second half. We'll go for the cup of tea.
Welcome back to the Gaelic grounds for the second half. Another 30 minutes to see who will be crowned Senior Football Championship champions for the year 2008. At half-time, the scoreboard reads Ballylanders 1-6, Drumcollar Broadford 8 points, just 1 point between the teams. I don't think there's any changes on either team. Just looking down to see is there any positional switches. They look like they're going to start the same as what they did in the first half. Donnelly and Stokes at centre field, but Mike O'Brien now is at centre field with Johnny Murphy for Ballylanders. So Mike Mann getting ready to throw the ball in. 30 minutes to decide who will be 2008 Senior Football Champions. The sun blaring into the eyes now of the Ballylanders goalkeeper Declan O'Connor in the second half. Let's hope that wind hasn't died down as Niall Conrad just down below us now gets Drumcollar Broadford on the attack. A ball up there now towards Raymond Lynch. It breaks over the head of the fullback and Lynch has it. Taught a hand from Lynch. 21-14. Fists it over the bar and a great score from Ray Lynch. John, at the moment he's in line for man of the match. A fantastic score from Lynch.
A good score from Ray Lynch. I was expecting the net to be rattled.
Yes, I suppose Declan O'Connor narrowed the angle and maybe better off to slot it over the bar. The sides are level in the Gaelic grounds. 1 minute gone in the second half. Gary Egan now being closely attended to now by Tom Fox, Mike O'Brien and Donnelly. Ball in towards the centre of the field. Johnny Murphy has it now for Ballylanders. Back towards Fox, and the ball breaks there towards Tom McLaughlin. Can Drumcolor Broadford win their fourth senior county title? Patrick Donnelly trying to find Shawnee Buckley in over the far side of the field. Back there now towards Jason Stokes. We haven't seen much of Jason. I saw him stretching at half time. I hope he hasn't got picked up another injury. And towards Lynch again. Great player from Lynch. And a shot from Micheál Reedy. It's looking good, but it's tailing to the left and it's tailing wide. First wide of the second half for Drumcolor Broadford. The sides are level. And John, whatever way the wind blows, as the saying goes, it won't be 13 points this afternoon.
Certainly not. And we've opened up very brightly, and it looks very promising.
Yes, it does indeed, John. Ballylanders definitely won't have it their own way in the next 30 minutes. Every one of them Drumcolor Broadford players outside in that field are hurting badly from last year's final defeat. They know they were not that bad. So the next one or two scores, I think, are going to be vital. And that win, John, I think, is rising all the time here in Park Naguel. Up goes Johnny Murphy, with well fisted now by Jason Stokes. Garrett Noonan just down below us. Taught a hand from Garrett. He's coming out towards the midfield. Hits it back down towards Micheál Reedy. Wind assisted. Can Micheál put this over the bar? A shot from Reedy, and that's one of the scores of the game for Micheál Reedy. And Drumcolor Broadford take the lead, John.
That's a great point, and there's no doubt. I know that in the first half that breeze was really strong. If they keep it up this play now, that they should go on.
Yes, John. Let's hope they do go on and win the county final. Outside of the right foot from Micheál Reedy, we know he can kick off right, we know he can kick off left, and he's scored 3 or 4 fantastic points this evening. Up there now towards Niall Conway, the ball evades Niall Conway. Ballylanders are there, but Conway was there with Gary Egan. McLaughlin taught a hand, neatly done from Tom McLaughlin, the captain of the team, who hails from Knocktoos. Donnelly, who got married during the year. Micheál Reedy, Jason Stokes now. We've seen a bit more of Jason the Saturday second half. Big towering man at the centre of midfield in towards Ray Lynch. Lynch has it yet again. Back now towards Shawnee Buckley. Twisted and turning. Good play from Buckley. Back towards Lynch again. A shot from Ray Lynch. That looks good. It's high and it's over the bar. Lynch's second score of the game. A fantastic start to the second half for Drumcolor Broadford, John. That half-hour line is on fire, John.
Yes, and a second score of the second half, actually. Ray have 3 points scored so far in this game, and he's starting out very well now.
Yes, I done Rain injustice there. That's his third point of the county senior final for 2008. Ballylanders not getting off to the best of stats now. Can Drumcolor Broadford drive home the initiative and drive on from here and get another few scores on the board. Donnelly gets the ball but fouls Mike O'Brien. Referee man deemed to have seen a push there by Donnelly. I didn't see it myself, but Mike O'Brien now will going to take this. What way will Ballylanders react to going down 2 points? And the referee man is having a chat there with Tom McLaughlin. Tom telling the referee that to shoulder, but man doesn't want to hear about it. So what way will Ballylanders react? They're down 2 points down, is it? Yes, they are indeed. So the next score or two could be vitally important now. If Ballylanders get it, they'll be well back in it. But if Drumcolor Broadford get another couple of points, they'll be well on top. That's great play now from Tommy Stack. What an addition it is to have Tommy back. Tommy's fouled off the ball, but referee didn't see anything untoward there towards Tommy Stack. Ray Lynch has fouled his man, and it's going to be a free. Foul there by Liam Martin, and it's going to be a free to Ballylanders. Fox has it now. Back there up towards Bangers O'Brien. The cornerback Shane Fox, and Ballylanders trying to play the Drumcolor Broadford way, but it's not working for them at the moment. They're getting the ball now up the field. Ballylanders now back there now towards Stephen Walsh. Bad ball, and it's well intercepted there by Gary Egan. A good dangerous ball in there now towards Micheál Reedy, being closely attended to there by, I think it's Liam Martin over the far side of the field. A shot from Reedy, that looks good. That's one of the scores of the game. A fantastic score from Micheál Reedy. And John, Micheál Reedy and Ray Lynch are tearing this Ballylanders team asunder.
Yes, indeed, and as I was repeating again about Mickey and Ed, he needn't go further than Micheál Reedy and Ray Lynch in looking for, and Well, he already has Shawnee Buckley. Shawnee's playing a great game there as well. Looking for players for Limerick. All he need to do is play him.
Another fantastic score from Reedy. He's really found his feet now in that centre forward position, being brought out by John Brewer this year out to centre forward from the corner forward position. And that's a great catch again by Stokes. We didn't see him in the first half, but by God, we're seeing him in the second half. Conway now for Broadford. He looked back for Danley outside of the foot. He'll try and find Shawnee Buckley over the far side of the field, being closely attended to there by Stephen Walsh. And Walsh is fouled by Shawnee Buckley, and it's going to be a free to Ballylanders. And John, Broadford get the next score. It could be curtains for Ballylanders.
It could indeed. We might be putting the 13 points over them that they gave us last year.
Indeed, John. But Ballylanders, they're not county champions for nothing, and they won't go down without a fight. But Tommy Stack is back in there for Drumcullough. Broadford run again, and D. Larry's fighting for possession with a bad pass. It's gone astray, and Ballylanders are on the attack. There's a shot here. That's tailing, but Jimmy Barry Murphy could keep this in. It's not Jimmy Barry Murphy, it's kept in there by... Can't see the numbers down there, but that's Jimmy Barry Murphy now, the small little man. A hand pass in, but it's intercepted back there by Tommy Stack, and out come the Drumcullough Broadford defence. Once again, they look inside again. They need to get that ball up fast, up towards Michal Reedy and Ray Lynch, the two men who are causing lots of damage over the far side of the field. Danny's calling for it inside with the ball break towards Gary Egan. Conway's in oceans of space. The ball will be left out towards Conway on. Barry's going. Want to look inside now for Ray Lynch. A great ball from one Barry up towards Ray Lynch, but Ray, first time he's touch evaded him. It was picked up off the ground by Derry McCarthy, and it's going to be a free out to Ballylanders. John, we haven't seen much of Kieran O'Callaghan except for that goal he got in the first half.
No, he's been well marked and closely marked there by D. Larry. And I think, I'm not sure now is D, but whoever is marking him, he's making very little use of himself.
Jimmy Barry Murphy, the half forward, back in the half back line, being closely attended to now by Patrick Donnelly. I must say, is looking fantastically fit. When Jimmy Barry Murphy went to kick Patrick Donnelly off the ball, the referee is calling Jimmy Barry Murphy to one side. Derry McCarthy getting a drop of water down there, and the referee. So Mike O'Brien just down below is getting ready to take this line ball for Ballylanders, who trail on the scoreline of 1-6 to 12 points. Mike O'Brien holding up the play, loose kick there from Michal Reedy, but upset the centre back Patrick Fox, and Drumcullough Broadford on the attack once again with Shawnee Buckley. Back there now towards Jason Stokes. Stokes inside again, but it's intercepted back there once again by Patrick Fox for Ballylanders. And Gary Egan tussling for possession over there. And Ballylanders yet to score in the second half, about 7 minutes gone in the second half, and Ballylanders yet to score, but they've got a free. That breeze is getting stronger by the minute as we speak here in Park Nagrail in Limerick. And an injury there to one of the Drumcullough Broadford players. I can't see who's down from here. It looks like it could be Jason Stokes, and Jason doesn't go down not unless it's a serious enough injury. But John Ballylanders yet to score, and they're not looking as good for the county honours this afternoon.
Yes, they're not looking as impressive at all against the breeze as Drumcullough Broadford did in the first half. And Patrick Donnelly and Jason Stokes maybe had a quite enough first half. They're really into the game now and playing very well.
Yes, it's been a fantastic performance from the full back line up to the full forward line. Michal Reedy and Ray Lynch are absolutely on fire. Some fantastic scores, especially from Reedy. The half back line of McLaughlin, Conway playing outstanding, as well as that newcomer Owen Barry. Ballylanders over the far side of the field with Mike O'Brien. Can Ballylanders engineer an attack now and put this ball between the posts, as they badly need a score to get back into this year's county senior football final? Over there now towards the full back, but well intercepted back there. Great tracking back from Ray Lynch. Conway finds Lynch, and Lynch is on a solo and he's up to midfield. He finds Reedy. It's just been pushed off the ball. Surely a free. Ray Lynch is upended. Referee says play on, and the ball will break over there. There could be a goal scoring chance here for Drumcullough Broadford. It is Shawnee Buckley. He's going through. 21-14 in towards. It's a shot. It's a goal for Drumcullough Broadford. And we're very near county honours again in the parish of Drumcullough Broadford. Great play from Buckley, finished to the net by Garrett Noonan, John, and that could be curtains for Ballylanders.
Yes, and I hope Ray Lynch is okay. A very well marked move. Brilliant bit of play from Ray Lynch all the way up the field, and then he was taken out of it. Good refereeing by the referee, and indeed Shawnee Buckley rode a tackle and passed it over to Gary Noonan, and absolutely a great goal. It's curtains for him now.
It is, John. I don't see any comeback now for Ballylanders. Drumcullough Broadford absolutely on fire. Great play from Buckley. Not greedy, not selfish. Saw Garrett Noonan was in place. Great sidestep from Noonan. We've no instant replay, but that was a fantastic goal for Drumcullough Broadford. And they now lead on a scoreline of 112 to 1-6. And let's hope that Ray Lynch is not too seriously injured. The referee man coming over here to the linesman just to see what happened. Ray Lynch, and he was on a solo run there, but Ray's not moving down there, John, and there's a bit of concern down there for Ray.
Yes, but then again, maybe we hopefully that it's only the wind was taken out of him. We hope there's no bones broken. I see number 17 there, maybe for Ballylanders, is he after coming on the team? Tom Fox.
Yes, John, Tom Fox. He's after coming on there for Willie Kelly. So let's hope the injury to Ray Lynch isn't too serious. Ray's up on his feet. Great refereeing from man to let the advantage rule apply, and the ball finished to the net by Garrett Noonan. So just nearly halfway through the second half. Drumcullough Broadford hold an unassailable lead at the moment. Wouldn't it be nice to reverse the tables and give Ballylanders a hiding of 13 points, but we'll settle for 6 at the moment. We'll settle for 1 once the county title will come back to the parish of Drumcullough Broadford this evening. Their tails are up. Stokes fists the ball. Great ball towards Reedy. Ray Lynch. He just had to pick it up. Reedy's inside. He's on the 21. Fist inside in towards Garrett Noonan again. Shot from Noonan. Great set from O'Connor. Picked up by Lynch. And it's going to be a free out to Ballylanders. A great save inside there by Declan O'Connor. That would have definitely been curtains for Ballylanders, but Johnny Murphy has other ideas. Stephen Walsh for Ballylanders. Great play over there from Reedy's there yet again for Broadford, as too is Johnny Buckley's picked up off the ground, and it's going to be a free to Ballylanders to be taken by Mike O'Brien to Johnny Murphy. We haven't seen much of Johnny Murphy in this year's county final. Up there now towards Kieran O'Callaghan, is it, for or Mike Mansell over the far side of the field. Kieran O'Callaghan is this side of me, being closely tended to by D. O'Leary. Ballylanders trying to get their first score of the second half, but they're not getting through, but they're fouled. Tommy Stack fouled his man, and it's going to be a free to Ballylanders. Another goal scoring opportunity there, John, but a great save by O'Connor.
A great save by the goalkeeper, but in fairness, the forward had to take his chance, because there was definitely a goal chance there. And now we were free to Ballylanders. The full back line for Drumcullough Broadford are holding very well and doing their work.
This could be Ballylanders' first score. Jimmy Barry Murphy takes it and he puts it straight between the posts, and Ballylanders have got their first score of the second half, and they trail now by 5 points. So another score for Drumcullough Broadford might put this county final to bed once and for all, as they try to avenge that heavy defeat last year. At the moment, I can't see Drumcullough Broadford being beaten, but that could be the commentator's curse again. Eamon Scollard, he'll want to forget that mix-up in the first half, but all will be forgiven Eamon if the county final is won here by Drumcullough Broadford. Eamon putting it up on the tee, as the man says, in towards the centre of the field, and Drumcullough Broadford have it again. Looks like Shawnee Buckley's over there for Drumcullough Broadford. In there now towards the danger man, Micheál Reedy, twisting and turning over the far side of the field. Great play from Reedy. A good ball in there now towards Raymond Lynch. Lynch has it. He's causing havoc inside in the Ballylanders defence. Back there now towards Micheál Reedy once again, is it, or is it Garrett Noonan? It's off the post and it's gone to the left and it's gone wide. Garrett Noonan with that effort there. Instead for Micheál Reedy, very alike as to Shawnee Buckley, and very hard to see without the numbers. Red numbers. Declan O'Connor with a hurry now to take the kick out. What have McGlinchey and O'Neill up their sleeves down there to try and get their team back into this county final here in Park na Gael this afternoon. Donnelly goes up for it with Mike O'Brien, well fisted by Donnelly, the ball down, break to banger, well intercepted there by Derry McCarthy, who's been quiet in the second half but has had a fantastic county final. Still under 21, a fantastic prospect. Mike O'Brien picks that ball up off the ground and it's kicked there by D. O'Leary. Back there now towards Donnelly. O'Leary's up in attack. Back towards Donnelly yet again. Donnelly's pulled to the ground. He's dragged. He's torn. But there is Stokes in down towards Derry McCarthy. Lynch is in oceans of space. In towards Lynch and it's well intercepted back there by the Ballylanders defence. And out come Ballylanders, but the danger still not averted and it's a free. And John, that could have been so close for another goal.
Yeah, that was a great chance, but it was just cut off.
Ballylanders let off the hook twice now. 2 good goal scoring opportunities. Can Mike O'Brien and Ballylanders raise the gallop, but not if Gary Egan has anything to do about it. Great play from Gary Egan. He's had a fantastic game, sweeping up there in front of the full back line. Finds his captain, McLaughlin. There's the cup heading back to Knocktoosh. There's going to be bonfires in the hills of Knocktoosh tonight. Stokes is there for Drumcolliher Broadford. Twisting and turning. Back now towards Gary Egan once again. Jason is pushed off the ball. Gary Egan's over there now, finds Shawnee Buckley. Shawnee still going through. Great play there from, I think it's Shawnee Buckley. Is it a shot? It looks good. It's tailing and it's gone to the left and it's gone wide. So D. Leary having a fantastic afternoon down here, down below me, keeping the man that done all the damage last year, Kieran O'Callaghan, at bay. O'Connor with the kick out. Up goes O'Brien. Well gathered there by Mike O'Brien, but no one tackling from the Drumcolliher Broadford. Gary Egan fouling his man, and it's going to be a free to Ballylanders, who trail on a scoreline of 112 to 1-7. About 12 minutes to go, probably a bit less. So 12 minutes for Drumcolliher Broadford to hold on and claim their 4th senior county championship. They probably will be known as team of the decade if they pull it off here in the Park Naguel this afternoon. The ball seems to be thrown, but back there is Derry McCarthy. Look at that for fantastic play from the corner back, or the corner forward, up back around the corner back, half back position. Still no sign of the Drumcolliher Broadford subs warming up there. Very happy. Ned English and John Bruder very happy with what's going on before them as they lead Ballylanders by 5 points, but over elaborating there from the Drumcolliher Broadford midfielder. I think that could have been Shawnee Buckley again overplaying the ball as the number 13 Mike Mansell is upended a fantastic shoulder, and Gary Egan comes out and Egan is fired up, as to his D. O'Leary, who got that ball up towards Derry McCarthy. Derry finds Mihal. Shawnee Buckley and Garrett Noonan looking for it inside, but Ray Lynch has gone inside, but Mihal takes the shot himself. It looks good, it's high and it's gone to the left and it's gone wide. John, the tackling for the Drumcolliher Broadford, especially D. Leary Donnelly there, is unbelievable.
Yes, great tackling altogether, and the team, Ned English has the great credit to him, and manager John Broder and Mike Fahey and Mike Quaid. They have the team really well prepared. They're a credit to them, and the only thing they want to keep their eye in Russia, as we say. And not to just slip away that 5 points. They're well in control, but I'd like to see him score another point or two.
I suppose 5 points can be a dangerous lead, John, and we've only 10 minutes to go. A goal for Ballylanders could bring them well back into it, but if Michal Reedy and Ray Lynch can just tag on another point or two, and we never know, we might have a good run in the Munster Championship this year as well. Ballylanders last year gave Nemo a great game over in Kilmallock. A substitute coming on for Ballylanders, number 18, DJ Sheehy is coming on. And I can't see who's going off the team. But yes, it's Tom Fox is coming off the Ballylanders team, and DJ Sheehy is going on. But it's all Drumcolliher Broadford at the moment. Derry McCarthy had a very good game for Drumcolliher Broadford. On Barry, great to Gary Egan. Egan will look inside, a great ball in over the head of the Ballylanders defence in towards Lynch. Great play from Lynch. He has it on the 21. He's going in. No, it's blocked. But Lynch still makes it. Great play from Lynch. The Ballylanders defence deals with it on this occasion. Mike O'Brien looking for it out here this side of the field. Good play from Ballylanders. Now